Hi guys, this is FFXV and welcome to a Final Fantasy 15 update for patch 1.14 and 1.15. They both came down today for Final Fantasy 15. So please go to your PlayStation 4, turn it on, get to your Final Fantasy 15 and check for an update. Once you do it, it will download to your computer. I believe it's around 4 gigabytes worth of data. And this includes various bug fixes, implementation of the chapter selection, which is now available from the main menu, addition of the bestiary, which you can find under the archives in the game, opening of the Assassin's Festival, which will be a limited time quest, announcements of winners now in the Golden Key, and various bug fixes as well. Of course, any previous save files will not work on, or any new save files will not work on older versions of this game. So if you're like me and you've got multiple PlayStation 4s, please do update this on all your consoles. So we're going to get into it here. I'm going to show you what this update has gotten us for Final Fantasy 15. So we're going to dive right into the game here, guys. This is very exciting. The bestiary is amazing. This whole thing is pretty exciting. I can't wait for the Assassin's Festival. Looks like it hasn't hit the PlayStation Network yet. A requirement for it will be that you download it from the PlayStation Store, and so hopefully that's initiated with anybody who's got a season pass. That would happen right away. So as soon as you log in here, you will get information on the new content that's come down with this update, including the downloading of the Assassin's Festival from the PlayStation Store, and now the availability of the chapter selection, which is coming right now, which you can see from the main menu if you have completed the game. So I'm going to show you what the chapter selection is going to look like. So you just go right into it, and then you could pick to jump into the game at any point at the beginning of a chapter. So if you do want to replay chapter 13 again, because we all know that's our favorite chapter, then you could go and dive right into it and get into the nitty-gritty of that. I personally didn't mind chapter 13. I really enjoyed the original version before they souped up the ring. I found it challenging. It definitely brought that feel that Noctis was alone and helpless and without his arms. So I'm one of the people, which is odd few, that do like that chapter, but you can start anywhere within the game here, which is really exciting as well. Now if you do want to find the festival, it is in the same place that you're gonna find the Moogle and Chocobo Carnival. This is now grayed out at the moment because again you do have to download this from the PlayStation Network, which at this point is not available. Hopefully we can see that on the 31st here or the night before the 31st. So if you do try to click on it, it does advise you that you have to download it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into the game here so we could see the new bestiary, and something exciting happens too when you log in for the first time after this patch. If you completed the Chocobo Moogle Festival, your dream egg, it's going to hatch, and you're going to see it right here on the loading screen right there up top. Your dream egg has hatched to a new attire for Noctis. So when you go in, we're going to check this out. This is pretty cool. So you're just going to go into your menu down to your gear, and within your gear you're going to notice for Noctis that he's going to have a new wardrobe. One with the robe with the hood down and one with the robe with the hood up. I personally like the look of the hood up. It reminds me a lot more of the Assassin's Creed feel. He always had his hood up, so I definitely would keep Noctis with the hood up. But again, if you like to see his face, you could go for the non-hood option as well. Does look like the HP is increased if you go with the hood up option. And we're just gonna go down to the archives because I do want to show you this gorgeous bestiary. I'm very, very excited and happy that they brought the bestiary into Final Fantasy 15. It's definitely a Final Fantasy item that is needed in all games to check out the monsters that you have fought throughout the game. And what's really cool about this is they do a scale ratio between the monster and Noctis, and to compare that size to him on, if you can't really tell in the open world the size difference. This brings that size difference chart that Square Enix had shown us prior to the game release of all the different monsters in their relation to Noctis, and you can see it in the background here when you're outside looking at the different bestiary options. So I'm going to show you a couple guys here, just the different scale towards Noctis. I thought was again pretty cool, so I wanted to show you different sizes here. At first I'm seeing the first few. It's interesting because I do have about 3 beasts in the bestiary that I'm missing, so I'm not too sure where I've missed them, considering I played the game like 3 times already. But it's always exciting to know which ones you've actually missed and try to go back in and get a complete bestiary as well, even though it's not a trophy or whatnot. It's just having that bragging rights, saying that you've collected the information on all the monsters in the game. Now, it doesn't have a huge roster of bad guys or beasts in here. I thought there was a lot more than what there is. It seems a little short compared to other Final Fantasy bestiaries that would have 25, 50, 100 different monsters. This seems to have just a couple handfuls, and to me that seems a little lacking, but it's cool. I'm okay with it because we get to see this scaled models of them, and there you go, you can see the Amantoi, and he's pretty huge. They don't put Noctis on here, and I really wish they would, because I think it would be pretty cool to see how teeny tiny Noctis would be to this beast. So we're just gonna take a look. You do 360 up and down, turn him around, pull him over, put him up on his back. You can do all sorts of views. So I'm just gonna show you here Noctis in his Assassin's Creed outfit, looking pretty dope and pretty good looking in it. And yeah, I'm pretty excited for the Assassin's Festival. I will try to do a review and opinion video on it, which should be coming later on this week, guys. But there you go, this is FFAN16. Thank you still for stopping by. Put a like below, leave me a comment, and as always, guys, happy gaming.